Hey. Um, Sorry to see too much skin, cause this is just my, um, ordinary blog, cause I'm, living for this aesthetic, or it's like Buddhism, which is like aestheticism, like, as you gotta abstain from material and too much pleasure on occasion, because most of these, I'm not saying that I'm this spiritual person who's like abstain from everything, like coffee, tea, which by the way I had to go make more tea, or drugs like morphine or methamphetamine or cannabis or alcohol or whatever, because they are useful in their medications and they can be used for benefit of your general life. But in the way of Buddhism, there's this opinion about meditation, for example, there's a joke, and it's of course this, that if you're poor or you're like, well, it's really hard to buy anything that's too expensive, so you got to learn to accept the fact that you're poor, and with that you're like, well, you're probably not never gonna be rich or something, and even if you were, will that bring you happiness? Because I read a book like I said in the last video, that someone said that too much money can bring unhappiness. That's funny, because money, about 90% of the stuff can be gained with money. They're like, hey, what's the 1%? Well, that's of course the problem, that if you have too much money, you're like, whoa, now I don't have too little money. And if you have too little money, then you might want more of it. Funny, isn't it? Because it's kind of odd. We all need money because it's a tool for trade. We buy like dollars and etc. We need like stuff, and because of that, you're like, well, yeah. So if you like try to concentrate on things like, I don't know, like me, like getting bigger jobs or better bum or something, then you're like, yeah, I get a picture. But even if you're like, if you like opiates, for example, painkillers or something, then you're like, even if you have that much, if you read like rockstar autobiographies like I have done, then you can see people like Andy McCoy who are like, you must read this book, I have never done drugs, and everyone's like, yeah, we believe it. And the guy says it with straight face, and sometimes the face is creepy and it tells you things that you shouldn't hear. And that's why, like, I always been into rock and roll music since I was like a kid or like a young girl, and I'm like, I read like Morrison or Morrissey, EDC, Odyssey, Rosell, Zeppelin, EDC. And all of these, well, Led Zeppelin must be like doctors or business or lawyers or rockstar. I mean, like, that's at least one band, except John Bonham died, and that's fucking sad, because flagpole for British industry of British earrings on, if you can see like there, just did, and but of course. Then you can take it to the like Eastern view, which Led Zeppelin were really keen on, like the minority of some people, where West is like magnified. Like one person, like you're big, you're a TV person or something. But when you actually listen to like Led Zeppelin, you just listen to, you're like just one fan who drugs like bitch or something. And then you get this point that those people actually exist and they're rich and they just do like whatever or something. But on some point, when I read about Alvarez, were really sexy and really cool. I love them. You're like, do those people actually do all this stuff? Because at some point you can start to read that there's a chance that all those people are actually dead sober, that they never even have a drink. Like, you go and ask Rob, like, what is this thing? Never heard. You are a bad person. I condemn you to hell. And yeah, there's this chance because Hunter S. Thompson wrote like press review stuff, and that means this that press says just what he wants to say to sell more newspaper stuff. Like every every milk girl and lad goes and to buy newspapers, and people who write them just write them for the written word, and that costs money. And then on the other hand, it's even worse and sad if all the stuff they have done is true, because so much drugs and well, good music of course, and yeah, then you get wasted. Folks like yeah, I guess it's trans one. Like if you're like a girl with a penis, or if you're a female with male genitals, because I don't know if they said like gender is really wide spec. Government gives you two options like male and female, because you cannot have gay gender like only Elton Jones will appear. And on the other hand, then there's like Rihanna or Britney or something, where it's like total lesbo have never killed a man. And no. And yeah, all this. Then there's intersexual people, like asexual people. Then there's the Sid Barrett version who is only vegetables, and he's like totally gone too. And I think his daughter is a hypnotist. Is mentioned in Jurassic Park, and then there's well, yeah, because he looks like him, and there's one person like I mean it's like a female Malcolm, and but a guy is out there to like the actor to convince people that he is not his, and that's just the magic of Jurassic Park. So sexy, and yeah. So back to this gene business, like the Jurassic Park, like hormones. Now folks like want to be like genetic hybrids and be like some kind of sex creature. Yes, that must be it. And yeah, I had this unfortunate living. Wait, you got shit. I'm gonna shoot my head fucking off. Yeah, I was like in a shopping mall. Sorry, so real life in a city can be really hard, stressful and hectic. I don't know, stressful but hectic, cause if you're like a female, like yeah, I guess the gender capitation is like transgender female, but even that's a bit off, cause the usual annotation for the gender is like that what you see yourself is the true gender. Like in my case, it is female, but because of our law system and reality, and that's also ethics, you cannot completely say female because of having female body but with male genitals, and that's because I don't want to believe in miracles and I don't want to believe in shit. But I do want to believe that there's a chance that I can too have a family one day, and perhaps even if I'm lucky, of this world. But it's just my femininity that tells me to be on my guard and watch out, because there's a chance that I one day will have, my body fixed, and I to have a vagina, and in a sense even to possibly get pregnant or something. It's just funny in this world, as wars and guns and and everyone does evil, because it's impossible to. But I will suspect that in the first place, everyone, this love and life paradox, that everyone will choose like love, and yeah, that is true. But since when everyone has a family, and then you get things like food, and then you get drugs, and then you get like clothes, and suddenly you have things like money, and then you get dollars and pounds, and then you have cars and a house, and suddenly when you get a family, your kids might get a family too, and their kids, and suddenly at some point something usually goes wrong, and then things like violence appear, and then you can only say it's just nature. And that of course sucks, because I'm like having to be on watch out, because there's like constant gangster inner singing around, and just like because of stuff like that, I had to be like constant like watching out. And back to this topic of drugs, I'm like yeah, like medications are okay, but like legal statistics put dose of codeine, for example, which are like it costs, well, around 80 cents or €1 a dose. That's some people say that in a street life that's quite cheap, but then some folks, the doctors and sellers say, and so is life, because if you get like one dose of codeine for €1 and you get like €100, you can get a lot of codeine. And if you do the 100, that doesn't mean you're addicted, because we all drink coffee, don't we, or something? No, we don't. And even coffee is unhealthy if you drink too much. Everyone probably knows the feeling like you're like, it came out of the coffee cup. And so like if you like spend 500 or 1,000, well, too much codeine just makes you, you know, a numb bimbo. You're like this, like you sleep and drowse all day, and then if you add smokes, and you know the basic codeine is the problem, but then you're like, I want coffee, and then I want tea, and then you want drugs like morphine, and suddenly you're like a myth. And I've been doing meth like 10 years, and I've always like this, that I do so much meth that I forget that I have been high. And when that happens, I'm like, yeah, like I swear to God that nothing, and yeah, I swear. And then I'm like off, and I'm getting my dose, and then I'm like, yeah. And once that has been like brewing for a while, I've been starting to actually think of Buddhism. This is funny, this I downloaded an app that said about Buddhism and meditation, like Buddha was a spiritual master, and all the lands that he loved derived very poorly under his iron rule. I was like, yeah, well, guess a complete businessman. Like meditation might work, but then on the other hand, some folks that meditate like look a shitload of money, and in a sense, there's nothing wrong with money if you can handle it. It says, okay, you can see my hair is black, but I have seen people who are even bald. Can you believe it? Well, you should, because that just can only mean that somebody might have bigger pair of shoes than you do, even boots. And yeah, I'm not against, you know, money. I like money, but on this hectic world, it suddenly isn't as easy to earn, because like all of the possible things that you can give for someone a gift or something, it usually like isn't money, and it requires work. And after reading those devilishly lines of too much money making you unhappy, I was starting to think like, what are my options? I'm getting you know, you know, like me, because I'm just like interested in my looks, and I might buy a guitar just to play for a hobby. But I'd like to know how folks like some professional musicians or something, how can they live the hard life that they do? Because if I was like a man like Andy, I will only question my own authority and ask that, how is it possible, like to play a gig and you know, eat green beans or something, because that must be hell hard. Truly, because I'm like of the opinion that like I read a book of it wasn't Jerry Garcia and the Merry Pranksters, but it was those LSD mind manipulation freaks that on the 60s that dealt free LSD for people, and then they started scaring people around, and the doses they did were actually, well, just might you believe if they were, I'm not sure if I even tried LSD, and well, however, like 2,000, 3,000 mics, and I guess it's a symbol like for fellatio or a microphone that when true time of Illyria appears, like you don't go looking for acid. Acid finds you when it thinks you're ready. So it must mean like if you do like 1,000 mics for a guy, it might mean that he experiences 1,000 blowjobs, but it's illegal to have that much, and then the cops appear or something. But then it may be hallucinatory too. So don't do like illegal usually, cause you can't even know what it is. Something like that. And yeah, but the book was scary, like scarily cool, like meditation in the city, and that's chunky stuff. And I'm still unsure. I lost the red patch. There, yeah, it was there something like might be in Sid's autobiography or something, and yeah, cool like medical ways to live your life. But I was also had some really bad experiences about that stuff, because if you do like too much meth or something, you go like on a heap of rage, and you feel like you're someone, but then on the other hand, when other people look at you, then you get a feeling that you really aren't someone like this. And that's in a sense scary, but I'm not sure, like yeah, because it's also this a story of my damn life, like I wanted to write and tell like you know this, like I'm pretty sure that this, well, it's like the red Gyarados in Pokemon. Yeah, it's like Vera. I'm pretty sure she removed me from my friends because she got afraid like I'm the better hairstylist in this town. See, I did a small haircut. And she stole my vagina. Now I have a dick. And you know, I'm some kind of weird dick girl, but I just want to have a vagina because it's natural, and you believe like nature's fake. So and you know, she was like begging for it. I was hanging out in the railway station, and she just came there to grab my bum. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? And yeah, wait, check on the new piercings. Like this, 1, 2, 3. I have like wait a minute, like something like 25. Yeah, 25 piercings or something, or 30. And I'm gonna do more tongue piercings. Like I should change for those capsules. They look druggy, and people don't suspect you, like that you give the bad vibrations to people. That's just great. And yeah, 2, 3, yeah, like 30 or 25, and 2 navel piercings, really piercings. And I need a Playboy or a yin yang bunny, and near high heels. But I'm pretty sure it's also like this, because she must be related to me, because she has that face, like when I look at her, I'm like, that's not very real, is it? That dumb face. I have seen it firsthand, and some stuff just doesn't work out that easily, because she should just realize that somehow she has managed to do something, but I haven't managed to do something. And yeah, and now you have like made like these, yeah, I made these piercings, and yeah, I you know, I'm convinced that I'm trying to go to school or something next year, but I'm not sure it works out, because every time I go there, I'm like everyone's like hanging out in my backyard. And then folks like, hey, everyone is cool, but you seem like strange. Like, it seems that you're cool too, or something. But on the other hand, it starts to like weird me out, because it's intensely hard to concentrate on school. Because, yeah, I want to buy, yeah, hair extensions, they must be the way. It's enlightenment. It's like being smart, that you should just pretty much look as good as possible. The limits must go somewhere. So yeah, if I go to like school and like you can get a like student loan, fuck, that's hot. But on the other hand, I'm like, can I even finish this school? Cause it's like 3 years of supreme medication. And yeah, then you're like there and you go to school and you have books. You have like 5 books of, well, solid and sexual information. And the information is not fake, it's real. But the books are sexy, and I'm like, it's like my property, and I own them. I have cheap books because they're like almost free. And well, yeah. So I'm just like hanging around here, and I want to get one of my favorite books, like 100 Reasons Why Men Prefer Bitches, and I just want a fucking book back, but I'm not sure if I'm like in professional relationship with another woman, because they don't accept me, because they just think that that I'm a dickhead, and I need to get educated or something. Should go to every school lesson. I guess I'm like talking this much because can you think like my boobs grow? Oh yeah, they grow. My towel. See, if you do drugs, you notice that there's like a face like, what's up, Puffy? Shinrulopa. Yeah. Then on the other hand, like, I'm not sure even too much cigarettes might do this to my voice, but if folks like watch my videos, I'm not exactly dead yet. I'm like alive or something, but I was so high many years that I was like convinced completely that other people were like, there's serious hallucinations, but they weren't. You can always dream if you're a junkie, but it's not true. And yeah, nobody like pays me for my videos, but I get some attention. Cause it's like sexy or hot or something. Because I don't know, but I guess folks things like I'm fashionable. Cause if you like only have 2 genders and they're like male and female, they must think that you're gay. And then the 60s logic from the West convinced like there's a chance that you're cool. And it's like, then it's East side, West side if you're a girl, and gals are like, and yeah, that's just well, yeah, I'm still like hanging here. Yeah. But still, I'm like, yeah, it's like very hard because I was choose my book, so bum, it's very humiliating to go downtown because people like snigger around me. And they don't take me like serious. Like I notice a lot of people walking away from me straight. That instead like they just go and they leave like to some shanty town outside the city to kill or fuck the thought. I'm not sure, but I guess they have bought guns just because they want to nuisance, my presence. Can you believe it? Yeah. But this is just what TV does to you. Like TV is the new form of meditation that if you don't want to belong or fit in, you can just try to think that or dream that you have a family even though you don't. You're like most folks are like they watch it and they have a lot of money and then they're there to brag how much money they have or something. I know like share. But yeah, this is well, yeah, and yeah, this is just so odd. I'm like, I've been exercising like a year or something, but then I started to think that I read out too much exercising is bad because then you become too fit or too thin. And if like a female, like much better forms like chugs or bum, and this wax sucks. And yeah, like a vagina, and I need to like get money to pay for that vagina. So it sounds like that. Well, yeah. I guess yeah. It must be business because some cold and cynical doctors have like come to the conclusion that hey, 1 + 1 might be on 2, because if like she has a vagina, then she will make money out of it, and I will lose that money because if I don't see it, and that's just very calculative, doc. And government is very greedy for the money because they just love money, and they won't shred a central piece for Ori. They're like, why do you like fuck all my cash? Because like if you have like $1,000, you wanna shed a piece of it, and then you just get this smoke weed like hippo cash or something like bound cash or some extra nonsense. But here I'm actually thinking of my femininity and what it like means to be a female or a woman. And then there's this red grave robbery looking like Vera. He tries to make money out of my bum. I'm not sure if she like thinks smart, but I trust she can like read or something. I have seen her and she had red hair and she must be a bartender or a hair bomber. And it's like a basic video. First, she wants to have some practice head. Yeah, cause I have a dream of going to school, but I'm not sure if it makes out, cause I just want to go there like on high heels and a mini skirt and chill out with some people. But I have like a sexy mouth. I have nothing against the teaching, but there's so much like well, it's hard to concentrate because if you're like, in a sense, I get all of it, what is said, but it's very hard to put into action because if you're like, you start to see like ordinary day heroes, like people who work at shops and dig up trash and like work a bummer, like in bars and club tenders. Like suddenly you see that they're really strong and brave folks, and in a sense they need our help because like How can you with and manage it that out of nowhere you're just like air chaysk or something else? You're just there and you just do what you do. And I have a hard time swallowing it because I have like had a few cases of job opportunities in the past and they haven't exactly worked out because I'm like, yeah. Yeah, last year is something I was like, this is a rather long idea, but I got a job appointment at some imposter or something, but as usual, I like forget to go there like 3 times, and something like that. But I've been trying to read recently, cause you know, I'm like I don't want to have a damn memory fuck all my life, cause it's not nice. Like well, yeah, you can convince yourself of something, but in a sense you cannot. You know, I'm not saying that I'm exactly dumb, but I do have some faults in my life. Like yeah, forgetfulness and EDC, and yeah, understanding or embracing one's own femininity can be a chore. And I'm yeah like some kind of a person, cause um here I am like I'm not sure, but yeah, I guess that the variable, I guess she's some kind of a female thug that she wants to protect my Caucasian bum and make some couscous out of it. See? Real sold. It's like so much funny, because if you have no money, it's easy to see that what you have becoming. Like a female woman. Yeah, since I'm hanging around here because I'm sweating just some out of sex sweat, and I look like a tropical fruit. But still, yep, yeah, okay, so this is like see this tattoo? It's like supposed to be like me, but now a tattoo has lotion tan too. Fuck.